to say, I think this is probably the worst movie that I've seen so far. And it's called Secrets of a Clown. And I actually have to consult my notes because this one I have so much to say. Okay. I'm sad that I have to consult my phone box, but there's so much bad. Secrets of the Clown, why? Why would you do this? So, it's not shot very well. Like, I imagine it's very, very low budget, sure. I don't know what the budget was, but it starts off with this couple that's killed, and you can see that they're naked, but it's so dark. Like, I was like, if this actor and actress didn't want to be naked in a film, why didn't they just wear clothes? You know, like, it's so dark. Like, what is the point of the nudity? It doesn't make any sense. So they're killed, and then next door is this couple. Oh my goodness. The girl is obviously kind of goth. She's having like some weird visions. We first see her at a library and she's checking out like a demonic book. It's like, oh, okay. Like, so she's probably some kind of psychic. She comes home to her house and she has a vision of her boyfriend being murdered. And the boyfriend is kind of like being playful with her. She also, she has a clown doll that's in her house that she like touches a little. And obviously it's very special to her. But so she gets really upset when she has this vision of him being killed. So she just leaves. Like, she doesn't tell him anything. She's just like leaving. And he's like, why are you leaving? And she's like, I need to. And then he's like, why? I love you so much. And like, it's okay. This movie, everybody's really distractingly bad at their acting, and I'm just, oh my god, like, I don't know why this movie exists, like what they were trying to do, maybe just to prove that they could, but you couldn't, okay? You couldn't. So he's all sad, and he ends up going drinking with his buddy, and the buddy is just like, fuck her, man. And he takes like her clown doll, and he's like, the boyfriend, well, the former boyfriend, whatever, his name is Bobby, and he's like, no, don't hurt the clown doll. She loves it. It's special. It's always been important to her. It's like, she thinks of it as like a guardian. And the guy's like, fuck that. You're not even with her anymore. And so then he just like throws it, and it gets broken. And the friend is just kind of a jerk, and so Bobby gets up and like goes to the bathroom or something. And so the friend ends up getting killed, like, just, you don't really see who it's by, and Bobby gets knocked out. So you find out, oh my gosh, you find out that like sometime, like I think about a month has gone by when it's the next scene, and like Bobby is just like destroyed by the death of his friend, and he thinks that his friend, the girlfriend has come back because she doesn't want him to deal with this loss and suffer for it. So he comes, and like she's back, and he's having really weird visions about clowns. Like, she's also kind of having some clown visions, but they're like, they don't really connect to anything. They're just kind of like, ooh, look at this weird clown thing that we did. The clown in this movie is really actually pretty cool. He's really muscular and bald. He's got a bald head, and his whole body is painted white. Well, like, I mean, it's probably obviously not just paint, but like, I think it's the first out of all these movies that I've seen where they do more than just the face, and that's exciting to me. So he's kind of buff, and he's got like funny pants on. You see him very briefly, and so Bobby still thinks that his friend is somehow, his ghost is haunting his house because he's getting the weird visions. And then he randomly has this vision, nightmare, whatever, that his girlfriend is a zombie, and she's like trying to eat him in their kitchen, and then he grabs a toaster. This is the one scene that made me laugh, that's why I'm mentioning it. Grabs the toaster, fucking bashes her head in with the toaster, and he goes, "You're toast." And I'm like, okay. It's not that funny now, but you gotta trust me, it was funny when I was watching it. It really, really was, I promise. But then he wakes up, and that was just a dream. Let's see. God, God, he's having trouble, you know, dealing with the friend supposedly haunting, so they hire a psychic to come, and the psychic is like, oh, this house is really awful, and the girlfriend's like, I can't handle this anymore, and then she leaves again, and then Bobby finds out that she's a witch, and they're just like, how dare you, and it's like, I don't know where the sudden anger is coming from, like, Bobby never said he was, like, particularly religious, so the fact that she's a witch is like, it's like the worst thing ever, apparently. And there's this crazy religious lady at some point, and she's just like, I don't know, just saying like, oh, you need to accept God and become a Christian. I'm like, what are we in a chip track right now? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. And so this movie does not really have an ending. Like, it keeps showing different things, like different endings. And it just kind of stops. And it's like, oh, this happened. No, wait, this happened. Like, there nothing really wraps up very well at all. It doesn't make any sense. And I like, kind of feel like some of my life was wasted by watching it. So you're welcome that you didn't have to waste your life watching this movie. Because I basically told you everything. Yeah, it's very not put together well, and I'm sad. So hopefully the next movie I watch will be way better. It's a shame though, because the clown design was really fun. He did have a big old foam nose, and he looked pretty hot. So I guess that was one good thing for me. But that was it. That and the Your Toast line. And that's it. If you can recommend any other terrible or wonderful clown movies, please do so in the comments. Bye!